How's it going, everybody? Too Spooky here. Now today I'm going to be bringing you guys yet another Pokemon fact video, and this will be my first video about a Generation 7 Pokemon. So with that, today we're going to be counting down 5 facts about Mimikyu. This video was suggested by a decent amount of you guys. Mimikyu is definitely one of my new favorite Pokemon from Generation 7, so I was very happy to see it suggested. So thank you all so much for suggesting this video today, and I hope you all enjoy because this one is going out to you. But without further ado, make sure to put on a Pikachu costume and let's just jump right into it. Number 1. Mimikyu's name is actually a play on words of the phrase Mimikyu, and this makes perfect sense because it appears that Mimikyu is disguised as a Pikachu so that it can get closer to people and other Pokemon, because apparently its actual appearance underneath the disguise is horrifying. But you may be wondering, why did Mimikyu pick Pikachu out of all the other Pokemon? Well, you would think that it's because Pikachu is one of the most popular and loved Pokemon. So looking like Pikachu would make it easier for Mimikyu to bond with people and other Pokemon. But this isn't actually true. In the anime, Meowth talks to Mimikyu, and it turns out the reason Mimikyu is wearing a Pikachu disguise is because Pikachu is the thing that Mimikyu hates the most. So I mean, if you want to make that even darker, it's almost like Mimikyu is wearing the flesh of its sworn enemy. Or maybe it's just practicing so it can wear the real thing later. Number 2. Mimikyu's typing is GhostFerry, as I'm sure most of you know. However, Mimikyu is the only Pokemon with this typing, making it much more unique than it already is. Number 3. Mimikyu are actually a lot smaller than you probably think. You see, Mimikyu are generally only 8 inches tall, or 0.2 meters tall, which is extremely small compared to other Pokemon. Because it is so small, as you can imagine, they also don't weigh very much either. The average Mimikyu weighs in at 1.5 pounds or 0.7 kilograms. Additionally, wild Mimikyu have a gender ratio of 50% male and 50% female. Number 4. One of Mimikyu's most useful features in battle would definitely be its disguise, which in turn gives Mimikyu the disguise ability. This ability allows Mimikyu to basically tank any attack without taking damage. However, this will in turn break Mimikyu's disguise, changing Mimikyu into its busted form. After the disguise is busted in battle, this ability cannot be used a second time. Now, in regards to Mimikyu's busted form, there's actually some interesting information surrounding it. The first would be that Mimikyu is the only Pokemon whose second form shares the same models and textures, with Mimikyu's Pikachu disguise head being positioned differently in the animations as the only difference, whereas other Pokemon like Deoxys or Rotom, for instance, change quite a bit in their other forms, making Mimikyu the only Pokemon with the same models and textures in their alternate form. Through Pokedex entries, we also learn that after Mimikyu's disguise is busted, the Pokemon inside the disguise is not injured, meaning that Mimikyu themselves are likely so small that their actual bodies don't go into the upper half of their disguise. And we also learn that the disguise breaking makes Mimikyu very sad. And the final thing we learn from Pokedex entries is when Mimikyu's disguise has its neck broken or it gets torn from an attack, Mimikyu stay up all night to fix their disguise, meaning that these Pokemon are pretty skilled at sewing torn rags. And the moment that you've all been waiting for, but not for very long, number 5. I think we can all agree that the biggest mystery about Mimikyu is what exactly is underneath its Pikachu disguise. Well, unfortunately, we don't exactly know. However, in the anime, we got one small glimpse of what it looks like. However, it is underwater and very blurry. But it appears to just be this little black blob with bright eyes, kinda shaped like a shroomish in a way. But alas, we still don't know what it looks like in all its glory. However, its appearance is said to be extremely terrifying. And in one of its Pokedex entries, we learn that there was a scholar who saw what was under its disguise and was so overwhelmed with terror that they died from shock. So whatever is under there is so horrifying that it can literally kill you with even a small peek at what lies underneath. But there you have it, everybody, 5 facts about Mimikyu. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and hopefully you learned something. If you did, make sure to drop a like. But that is not all. If you leave a like on this video, there's a 0.000265443% chance that you will receive your very own Mimikyu. Now, the chances may be slim, but if you are one of the lucky few, a Mimikyu will appear in the corner of your room at some point over the next 5 years. Also, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified about the next Pokemon related video. Make sure to follow Too Spooky on any of his social media. You can find those links in the description.
And also feel free to send him something. His P.O. Box address is in the description.
Thanks, guys. And also make sure to comment down below what Pokemon you guys would like to learn about next. But anyways, guys, with that, if you cannot get enough Too Spooky content, well, why don't you click here for 5 facts about Zorua, which was actually our previous Pokemon related video. And if that's not doing it for you, well, why don't you click here for 10 facts about Gengar. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video today. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all soon with a new video.